restitution. You have to make restitution in order to pay for that forgiveness you need, or to have that peace of mind you need. Why to ask talk about restitution? Restitution in the sense that you walk to someone, you rape them. I know you can't bring back what you did. You can change that doing a civil war. But what you can do is to feel guilty. If the law says you go to jail, you go to jail until what's supposed to happen happen. You pay for that crime. So these are things the TRC recommended. So now we have people that killed in the civil war coming back to our society and living a normal life and nothing happy. So the day that person happy there for killing come off, they will just walk like we told the story the last time about that. I kill her was because she did not give him enough pay, or she put certain meat in cassava leaf. I don't even understand the story. So these are appetites for things people are addicted to. Okay? So if you don't have them being persecuted, or there is no psychosocial counseling provided for them. You notice that they live in society and they feel that this thing they did in the past is correct. So if you have the light of Alama Dempster telling us that if we are not conscious on who we elect to the legislators in the Senate, these things come back to home of what was serve as a major setback to the establishment of the War and Economic Crime Court. You have it on takes that. This is where we correct these things. People will continue doing it because the first people that did it, nothing happened in return. It's just simple. I killed people. Mhm. I killed a lot of people. Nobody did anything to me. Why is it that I would wait today somebody should do something to me? Or somebody would just make reference. Grace did it in the past. Nobody persecuted her. Now we did it. The same thing we saw during the recent election. There were a lot of electoral violence where people lost their life. Yet there is no justice being served for those people that lost their the victim are still the family are here mourning. The same thing happened during the civil war. People are living without staff. So they are saying that today, if they just see people that kill their family, they feel very, very frustrated. Everything just seems back in their mind, and they're living without pain to them. And we say we will forgive without persecution. Forgiveness is never achieved without persecution. I tell you, free. If you don't have reparation or restitution being made for things that happened in the past, there is no way you can have a 100% reconciliation. It's just not possible. If you want reconciliation, you have to work with what you have. What is that? That has to do with you asking for forgiveness and paying for your crime. So let's take the voice of Alaman James this morning.
On behalf of 30 human rights, civil society, religious, traditional, youth, women, victims and survivors, transitional justice experts, and justice campaigners under the banner of the Coalition for the Establishment of War and Economic Crimes Court in Liberia, I have observed with grave concern the election and re-election of major warlords and individuals accused of war and economic crimes at the level of the national legislature following the just ended October 10th, 2023 presidential and legislative elections. The coalition has further expressed disappointment in some Liberian voters over the election of these individuals to public offices. This is a classic example of the continued roadblocks faced by the previous legislature, which had a propensity to undermine quest for justice, accountability, and the advocacy for instituting war and economic crimes court in Liberia. The coalition for the establishment of war crimes court has further reaffirmed its commitment to pursue justice and accountability for all victims and survivors alike, including women and youth, who suffered hindrance crimes perpetrated by warlords and fighting groups in Liberia. The coalition further reminds Liberians that the election of these individuals violates the July 2018 United Nations Human Rights Committee concluding observations, which call on Liberia to ensure the implementation of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the RCCP, and noted with regret that very few steps have taken into the implementation of bulk of the recommendation issued by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission in 2009.
Okay, that was the point of Adam and James there. And for yourself just what I was explaining. And if these things do not yield fruit in our country, and we don't focus on making sure that people that are involved in such a crimes pay for them, we own our trust me. Because the young people coming up after us just think that I can come up today, kill, and tomorrow they will appoint me, they will elect me as a legislator, they will elect me as senator. And you saw it in the election when um, Yeten, or I don't even know who were asking for his own term that he killed during the war more than Queen Johnson that he needed to be elected as well. So these things, if people don't work on it, people don't see the need to prosecute people that was involved in war crimes, we will notice that will keep coming back to us and it will serve as a single hindrance to development.
On behalf of 30 human rights, civil society, religious, traditional, youth, women, victims and survivors, transitional justice experts, and justice campaigners, under the banner of the Coalition for the Establishment of War and Economic Crimes Court in Liberia, I have observed with grave concern the election and re-election of major warlords and individuals accused of war and economic crimes at the level of the national legislature following the just ended October 10th, 2023 presidential and legislative elections. The coalition has further expressed disappointment in some Liberian voters over the election of these individuals to public offices. This is a classic example of the continued roadblocks faced by the past legislature, which had a propensity to undermine the quest for justice, accountability, and the advocacy for instituting war and economic crimes court in Liberia. The coalition for the establishment of war crimes court has further reaffirmed its commitment to pursue justice and accountability for war victims and survivors alike, including women and youth who suffer hindrance crimes perpetrated by warlords and fighting groups in Liberia. The coalition further reminds Liberians that the election of these individuals violates the July 2018 United Nations Human Rights Committee concluding observations, which call on Liberia to ensure the implementation of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, RCCP, and noted with regret that very few steps have taken into the implementation of bulk of the recommendation issued by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission in 2009.
Okay, so we needed to play that voice over, so we did it. That was the voice of Adama Dempster making his contribution to the program this morning. So yesterday, Shaq created uh, pledged his support to opposition political party Unity Party yesterday, endorsed for the second the runoff election, and we see for ourselves that as we gradually geared towards the upcoming election. There are a lot of people that have been making a lot of endorsements and coming up to tell the Liberian people uh, why they want to support such and so person in the upcoming election. And that is very simple. Yesterday we were talking the same. Maybe because my own political ambition sideline your own platform or what you have on your TOR. And if what you have on your platform is in line with what I wanted to do and I did not do, it's just very neat and simple that I come up to work with you, support you in order to reach where we are going. So if you have people coming up to open it into someone and tell their supporters, this is where I'm going, this is what I want. I always tell people it's better to stand for something than to stand for nothing. People still have a lot of political career, of political ambition ahead of them. So if you eventually come up now to support one of the political party vying for presidency, you also pave the way for yourself tomorrow. Imagine if Shaq Pieta just sit and say, I will not support anyone, you make your own decision, go your way. It's just like you as a hen that just hatch your egg, leaving your chicks to just lotter by itself. You know it's not safe with that. So now that he has come up open it to tell the Liberian people why they should support um, uh, Ambassador Boakai. I think what the opposition is trying to do, they want to hold on together. And I think, like I said yesterday, is lit because if they have pulled together from the previous stage, we couldn't have been talking about second round. The opposition have been seeing the CPP defunded before. You even have people finding it difficult to come on board to even wanting to contest. We only have up to 20, 19 different political, almost let's just say 18 political parties with few people going independent. They will have to work together to achieve. And at this time, we will be looking for option and going to second round. So my question to the opposition this morning, all of you, I'm not referring to incumbent President George P. I'm talking to the opposition body. Is it now you want to form a common ground to work together as a team? Why you couldn't do that when you had the opportunity? When I say the opportunity, you want to CPP. You saw for yourself the result of the June 7 protest. You saw for yourself the light of the own election to the Senate at that time, how you won landslide. You saw all these things in front of your eye. You wanted to win this election. Why you couldn't put aside your pride? Why you couldn't put aside your differences and support maybe the person that have that heavy force in the first round and just make it one round and just go for it. Hit it right there when you want it and get what you want and walk away with it. Now that you have people, you cross to this, we have a runoff election scheduled for November 14th. I see the opposition, the leg of Gonglo has crossed to the Unity Party. We also see Ishak created going the same way. And we don't know where Kumi or Monima or the other two will go when Bishop Polly has already crossed to the Unity Party as well. So my question this morning, why is it now that everyone wants to go around the way opposition? When you could have done that prior to the election? You know him fully well. I would start with Bishop Kwame Alaha. I have a lot of audio in my phone about his campaign stage. You knew fully well that these places were going, people were not turning up, the result were not found. Why at that time you couldn't say yes, I see my defeat earlier. Let me emerge with Wakai. Let me emerge with Josh Weah in order to make this election smooth. This is the time that our politicians, I will tell anyone today, and we have the opportunity to have election again today. Let us hold together and work together. Unity, united when you say you have one vote. Things happen faster than when you divide it. You saw it for yourself during this election. Let's say, for instance, now the election will soon be over. We'll have one person emerging as president. All of these people that contested this election will leave. Most of them will go, we will not see them again until after 6 years or 5 years, and they start coming preparing to go to election. This is something that I don't welcome at all. In other countries, you have politicians setting up rice factory, aluminum factory, lot of different companies contributing to the development of that country. But most of our politicians today in this country, I'm not taking anyone from there, all of them. If they lose election, they leave the country, they go back to where they're coming from. Election coming, they come back to. If you continue doing that, you will continue struggling. Because let's take the two lead presidents right now, here with in the light of George Weah and that of past President Joseph Barker. Past President Barker has been around, even though he did not win the election in 2017, but he did not leave Liberia. He been around and he continued to stay. I'm not saying he has development or carry on in that companies. No, I can't talk to that. But I'm saying people have been people and the people understand this. These are the things the people want. You can't come when you lose election and you come back. The people will not see you again until you win another time to contest. Okay, so you will notice that people will not continue going your way. So what am I trying to say? Simply, if you want to be maybe president or senator or representative, start working ahead of time. Start engaging ahead of time. Build a political mind. There is no way you can be successful. There is no way you can achieve as a politician, even for the presidency or even the Senate, if you don't build political marriage. This is the time I'm even surprised that like women voted for independent. Why? Because all the political parties sharing themselves. They have not been honest with people over the years. So you have to vote for the people they're not attached to any political parties. But imagine if political parties come up, start carrying on numerous of development, working together, merging, supporting each other before this election approaches. There will be no way that that particular political party will lose election. But what we noted for in this country is just sitting waiting for election before we start working, start trying to come up with foundation, start trying to lay the all of premises, making statement condemning this, condemning that. Our effect will not be felt anywhere around another election. So this morning, I'm happy that the opposition they wanting to work together. But now I can tell you, if you have done that earlier, we wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't be where we are today. So if we were to do that ever since, if the opposition has united, maybe all of those that want to contest has built up that team before, we wouldn't be here today. But because we did not do that, we are here today. So let's take Shakti as the vote.
It's easy. I continue to want, but we have the opportunity to see the call of our nation speaking, to restore justice, unity, and prosperity. As one of the leading presidential candidates, who fought against the governance and conspiracy that has blocked our great nation, I'm honored to endorse the candidacy of Ambassador Joseph Imabwala, presidential candidate in the party. In endorsing Ambassador we are fulfilling our purpose to put Liberia first and to uphold our commitment to building one of the indivisible liberty and justice for all. Ambassador Barker embodies the values and principles that are crucial for the progress and the development of our nation. Throughout his distinguished career in public service, he has demonstrated unwavering dedication, integrity, and a deep commitment to the well-being of the Liberian people.
Okay, you for yourself. That was the endorsement statement from Shakti yesterday. So this morning we're talking about support. Why would the opposition wait? Most of them, why would they sit on the fence and wait until the election finish before they start coming to pledge their support? Was it not important that before the election they come up team up together and work together to achieve a common goal? And by now we wouldn't be where we are today. So what we're trying to say in a nutshell is that before election it is advisable that all of us, all of us, especially from the opposition, all Liberians from the opposition, I may not be involved because I'm now a politician, come together, work to bring that unity. That tomorrow when you go tell the people say, I beg you, go for this person, go for that person, it will not be something difficult. No, it will not be. But if you don't work together, you don't have a common ground, you don't have a common goal, you will notice that it will be very difficult for you to achieve what you ought to achieve. This is some of the challenge I see that oppositions are faced with today. Because if we just sit and don't work together, then at the end of the day, we want to come and just say, okay, fine, the second round, let me just pledge my support. Whether he win, he will not win. That's it. But at least I pledge my support. It's still the same. It's still the same. You will still have that stigma that you did not work together before time. You will still have that caught in between that you were not part of the whole thing. Why not start from the scratch, get to where you're supposed to get, achieve what you're supposed to achieve, work as a team, and when your time reaches, you do the same. These are things we're talking about. So I see no need for people to stay on the fence and wait at least 9 minutes of time before till today Cummins has now come out to tell the Liberian people who will be supporting in the second round is still waiting for him. Clarence Modiba as well, he has now come up to tell the people who they will be supporting. This thing is not about scare tactics, it's not about fear, it's not about worry. It's about making a decision that you feel is in the country interest. Me, I can tell people once you're doing the right thing, once you want the right path, once you focus on the right direction, there will be no way, there will absolutely be no way that people will now support you. People will always support you. People will always support you. All people want is for people to do the right thing. So we have few messages from our Facebook that we will be reading this morning. Okay, Tia said, following from Kakatan, Mike Picante. Yeah, thank you very much for this. Thank you. Okay, Zeze, I hope the sound is okay now. He said, no sound. Marcus said, good morning. This is Marcus from Cost of Liberia, 89.7. Thank you very much, Marcus, for the support. You always here making sure that you drop your comments. It's a pleasure as well. So that's it this morning. If you follow us, drop your comments on Facebook, and we will be glad to read it for you. So this morning we're talking about the opposition pulling together, and also on our plate we have a lot of things that we'll be looking at as well. And some of these things include the JFK Medical Hospital. There's a case that has been developed since 2019. So let's look at this one. They said the court ordered JFK Medical Center to pay US 4.5 million in damage to patient for wrongful surgery. Okay, so you see, I can tell people justice being delayed, he means denied. If you carry your case to a police station or to court and you feel that you want it ASAP, you're not coming, be patient. I can tell you, be patient because if you patient, one day your son will shine. For instance, they are just read. If you carry on with one subject since that time and nobody has come up to question, you think that because the case has not been investigated, you are not prosecuted, nothing will be done. No, see, they will pay that money. I don't care how it be. And I just want to see this as a wake up call to all of practitioners in this country that just treat people any way they want to treat them. If you go to hospital, people feel that are justice. If you enter in hospital, no. How come I'm a patient? I think I should be treated with respect. Everything you're doing should be discussed and agreed by me before you carry on. But in this country, no, you enter the doctor says they feel you are subjected to what they want, not what you want. It's not life, not yours. Today or tomorrow, he will feed it and not you. So these are things to look at. And these are something that affect everyone in this country. So if you feel you have the upper hand that today you can just make decision and what you want to do. Now the doctor will not be able to pay for it, but the hospital itself will pay in general. Because of one person mistake, everybody suffer. One person mistake, everybody. That's it. If you careful, the thing come back to haunt you alone, everybody in. So that's what happening right here. That's just what happened here. So you see, JFK, you need to be very careful. This is not the first time people carry you to if you just on this path then as a institution, I don't know where the reference will be coming from for recommendation because you can't just treat people the way you want to treat them. You have to follow the protocol, follow the health guideline, follow what you have been trained for to save life. So now you have to pay that money. This is a this is a very, very welcoming for me. These are things I like to hear. I like to hear a good story like this because if the justice system is working, then I will tell them congratulations as well. Because over the time we have people say, justice in this country can be served, is poor, is low, all these things. Tyler promises to deliver Western Liberia to Buakai. Hmm. Wami County Senator-elect J. Ellis Tyler said he would deliver the western part of Liberia to Joseph Human Boaka. So you know Ellis Tyler very well, and for me, recently he has been making remark in Boni County. All of those people he supported in the just in the election, they were quote unquote successful, and he's saying that he will deliver the western part to Wakai. Hmm. We can't doubt it, but let's wait and see what is happening there. So this morning, I have something on my plate I want us to talk about. Is from Nathaniel Fallow Magill. He's the Miami County Senator-elect. Uh, he praised ground for the rehabilitation of the Bacolet rule. So we all know how that rule is very, very bad, very, very bad. The place where it's considered a no-go zone. So I don't know how you going to do that, how successful it will be. What we're trying to handle the investigation, you know, if the government is fully at his back uh, to run our support and be able to make it up, stand up. No, it will not be something that you just maybe reconstruct temporarily to make this poor back. No, you know, something that permanent, something that guaranteed. And even though this is the real thing, uh, how possible it will be for that part of the country to have a correct road construction. So let's bring the voice of Nathaniel Mikey. Let's see. Let's bring you this quick.
What we are doing here, we are giving glory to God, and I'm using God glory. You know, like I said, if you want us to bless you, if you want us to bring honor to you, because of what we are doing with we are also because of what I'm doing. We are going to the individual worker, the brother was in, give you a note, and the president said, for you, he will work with me and and next year we'll get a good idea. Here we are playing the road. We take the road to Boma. Road. Let one go. The answer. You get me. You get Ruben. You get Yah. You get Yah. You get Recurrence. You get Abby Talk. You get Amado. All your 7 years are supporting one presidential candidate. You don't imagine. You ain't letting go. They don't go do the real thing of the because the government guarantees the commissioners, the government will feel they're not enough check on them. Well, I say, also, you're even for them. But that kind of got out of there, I went the president has declared that no more high school students will ever pay school fees. We're not paying for happy. We're not paying for happy. We're not the only people. Everything I do is a good time. We are going to start a work there. We're going to get more to sit down and think a little mind. But the government will be need encourage you.
Okay, that was for Monkey P. Senator-elect Nathaniel McGill in his own contribution on this morning program. So I'm told that JFK as well has filed a motion, and the court is also looking into it. But as it stands, the construction of the Bacolet Road has begun, and all we want in our country is development. So we will shortly go to the phone line. After that, we'll come back. We'll be talking about something interesting that has been happening across Liberia, and everyone would participate. And I won't tell you all of them. Say, oh, Grace, why you kept this? So when we come back, we go into that. But this morning, the construction of the Bakole Road has started. We look at that. We look at Alice Tyler promised to deliver the western part of Liberia to Black um, um, Bapolu, Pommy, all of that part of Liberia that would be into the hand of Black comes November 15th. And as well as we look at the recent statement from the coalitions, the CSO that under this coalition during the election, and they are feeling sad that like we were overwhelmingly elected for us, and this have served as a serious deterrent and setback to the pursuit of accountability during the civil war. And we look at the court order to JFK to pay US to pay US 5 million in to patient for surgery with cancer as well. And they are we look at it. But we will open the phone line shortly to discuss into our this morning. If your takes, ask questions, and make your own contributions, you are free. Alice Tyler saying, can he deliver the western part of Liberia to Wakai? Is it possible? As Sheikh Yete crossed over, does it mean that the Muslim community has crossed over as well to Wakai? These are the question we asked this morning. What do you make of JFK? JFK, the code order to JFK as well. So let's get everything normal and start taking course. Call us on 07770907, or drop your comment on Facebook and be a part of this program this morning. So, as I was saying, the recent statement from Adam and Dempsey on the war, the establishment of the War and Economic Framework, and how Liberians are significantly affected war victims. Let me pick this one first. Good morning.
Morning.
Anime, what you call?
Yeah, Ali Kamal calling from District 15, Lukinta.
Okay, Ali, you go ahead. Pick your
Yeah, thank you for your topic on the discussion. But I just want to talk about GFK and the guy from Matthew Latin
Okay.
for their promise. We know those guys, their strategy. Now you can remember Thomas Fala 2020 election. Matthew, if you're listening to me, Thomas Fala came all looking down road, looking down, going to forward. The team he start moving quota when he lose that election, he left it up to now that rule is poor. So if he can look at your fellow people beg promising you, you president we are promising that you're going to bring 200 teachers from Nigeria and bring them. Why here today? Why the here bridge? Why the Bali Island? Why the economy not in our hand in the pull up to hand? Well, people will promise you. No, let me tell you, any government, whatever president, I mean, vice president, what I say, he say you the leader, you will not be the first to eat. You all will be the last. The people can they all their opportunity. They put build horses. They only one. They'll be filled money to you. They go to you either for 2 weeks, then you suffer for 6 years. I want the Liberian people more listening. Please, let us do it for sake of our children, not ourselves. You're not put those people out. They feel that they are large chance here. If you book on it, your crowd bro come for your ear, your nose. They will not get down for you. And GFK, you know, sometimes people get like our high school today. People go high school, they graduate, they can't able to read. And the same thing with GFK. They still nice they go there. Why the no government official on the district they can't go there because they know the general are there. President we will never go there. Nathaniel Magay will never go there. Even all the opposition leaders there, they know GFK how you looking. No good point, no good thing there. People also come from normal people also come from different countries and come to GFK. Why today? You say you're going to take up from poverty to prosperity. Today, we're not even near it. We're still going. Then the guy get big money coming to and Alice for me. That make can do it because for me, the first round, the second round
Thank
they
you.
can do
Thank
it.
you. Yes,
We
that's
are
for
him.
your time. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Our Lone Star line have a little bit issue, but we will still keep trying. We'll keep trying on it as well. Call us on 0770 907 907 087 907 907. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Uh, Good morning. Okay. Okay. Please don't call the Lone Star line until we have a little technical issue with that. So I can take call from there now.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from my name is David Kamara.
Go ahead, Bedum.
The tennis talent delivering keep on bombing and battling to Joe Prakai.
Mm-hmm.
The last year for Chukura on the last battle. You only talk about me, but you know that for Chukura came so I open and you're free there.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear. So how are you doing? This is Jeffrey Dibala, and I call you from District 17, Russell.
Go ahead, Jeffrey.
And I want to thank you for the show this morning,
Yeah.
and the topics are very unique. What I can tell you is there is nowhere in the world that you will use a strategy to reduce poverty, and then that strategy will tell you to reduce people's salary.
Okay.
According to economic policy, if you want to alleviate poverty from the people, the first thing you check is their income level. What are they taking home? That would be the base for reducing poverty. But instead, this government came and brought people down to zero. Zero. Parents sitting right now as I speak to you, since the resumption of school, parents have never been able to register their children. How can that be when you live in your home? So let the people go. Tell them. Thank you.
Thank you. That's your point. That's your point. Okay. We still okay. Okay. We Someone says that Charlotte should speak for himself. He should not speak for the like people from Papolu. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Joshua. I want to speak on Sarah topic.
Go ahead.
Yeah. The first thing, Elistara deliver the expert in Sister Walker.
Channel lawyer monitor.
Yes, I can deliver the rest of the question to Joseph Walker. Elistara was a pick up his food, highly corrupt, that he paid a bid at the master junction there. He couldn't even maintain up to this time. And the bombing people were awarded senatorial seat. And Walker is meeting with him. And they said it's coming to eliminate corruption. How can that happen? And one thing and another guy who talking about lowering people's salary. It does not have anything to do with empowering people. What empower people here is what empower people is the development, the rules, lead the market plans and all the things. They empower people to do their own businesses. They empower people to do the incentives like how many people are employed with the Liberian government that if they lower their salary, that means everything is okay. No, she's totally wrong.
Okay.
That's what I want to speak on.
Thank you for your clarity. Okay, let's do a few more calls. Good morning.
Yeah, money.
How are you, my friend? Go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm professional from Pakistan.
Asata, go ahead.
Well, the kind of say, Ubo may put not going to school. Send from Taylor and from children on the streets and mineral people there. As if you give yourself, and someone that will not go to school from Taylor and working in Corona. Well, what they put now go someone and not going to school on the streets. Well, what I get it and they all the mosquitoes that are in the corner or all the things that are on the ground walking to go to school. Now, but I get everything that the government can do. Still not find everything else.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, your name and where you calling from?
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
This will be coming. Yes, the national response and detention allies the people defender and our culture came up with this morning.
Go ahead, Ruby. Make it.
Let me appreciate you for this analysis you made this morning. But it is sad that, for example, we put this government, corporate salary,
government did is government is corrupt. And they are those shoes for them offer. And we don't bring Johnson, we don't Salon. They all were put there as God, worshiping murderer. And they are the people today, they are copying here in the hands of sinfulness. Today they are taking those people. So who are they do? He has to look at the you know the of supporters. When the president brought harmonization, that was the time I lost three of my family members who worked for 25 years, 2 years. Harmonized them, they could not pay their money, but I'm telling you, the government in government. If this government has failed, that we are going to harmonize to see that our country at that time because of the COVID that was affecting the entire group. That we should be living on that until time. We say no. But what about the people who are there? That if you win God for me, he will reduce staff, he will reduce the Israel officers, civil servant will be reduced, they get fat pay. It is better to get more workers with lesser pay than a lesser worker with wow. Okay. Then those who are working will not be able to facilitate the other group of people. And that's what they are protecting about. And we will not say the election of this president is our heart, it's our heart. We will continue to propagate the message of the president. Thank you very much this morning.
Thank you. That's your contribution. We're still taking calls. Call us on 0770 907 907. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, my friend. Morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. I'm really trying to call on.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
upgrade your phone more because the volume low. Just increase the volume.
okay, I'm okay, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, great. Thank you for your analysis. For calling. Yes, yes. Even in the past, yes, the first year of all these things, yes, yes, they have to start to go towards it. Because once you see your general, how to because everything happens you, and even you like they're taking like busy, it's not serious. Then the doctor even also so yes, yes, of the marriage people of life. You don't have to stop it there. And listen to all of your friends. There's something from one person to the rest. God's sake, it's not your early position that you want to get that step that that's it. And even so, one of them. But that's the we are so up. What's the you go back on Nintendo? All people, some people so we had to pick up for also. Then like the rest of the play up in so but I want to take that is good. All people in our system. So because of that one person that is there's no other who don't for me to start show over. Even for me, I don't have for me. So the people when I see the one so that person that they open here and we have to really to step back. The power not rejected because of one so thank you so much, my darling.
Thank you. Thank you. That's your contribution as well. That's your contribution. Let's repeat this one. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, madam.
Yeah, how are you? Go ahead.
I'm fine. This is Amatoli, chairman of the National Independent Team of President William and I join you for Approval City, Papua County.
But they property now you're plenty of my man.
But we all over the country.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So we are there to respond to the deception and lies.
So
Within every city,
the Western region coming to Baka about Ellis Tyler is that confirmed?
that is the polygon lie. He can't even present himself before the Western Union, the Western person. Ellis Tyler, I just felt sorry for because he was punished by his own people. But then they just sorry for him to come out to make sure they put him on pool because he made an apology. Based on that, I really want to be some sentences into other people here who really not understand how the government operates. President Williams is very kind president because the Ellen Johnson scenario, what people thinking of, and maybe when back at home, Ellen Johnson Day will come, all of the NGO will come, they will fight the war, or right after the war, people came there and facing us. All the people are suffering around the world. Then they have weapons. And maybe they say we lose in Babul here. And CDC lose in Babul here. But it was very neck to neck. And we got a record. We can always win your own first round. And second round, we can come over to design another strategy to make sure we win the second round. Always in the history of Babul. But people talk about harmonization and to even the health weapons. Every health weapon are here. Now waiting to the morning hospital after we have paid up to present because of salary harmonization. We said they will harmonize and for two. But we can be able to understand. We are taking a measure of control. Where all the NGO were giving incentive, paying you maybe 2-3 different times. All the NGO were taking that initiative where they are no longer around. And one person we are getting people telling that the people have to sit down because we're not getting money to pay them. The next thing instead of that sitting down, that will lead them there. The harmonization come over. They are good. Everybody will help them small. That's why they now understand and they continue to behave as they behave.
Don't you think
So
it's prudent enough that maybe when he wins, those that not belong there, he just get rid of them and retain the people that's supposed to be there?
this is why when he came here to go to the hospital, to dedicate the hospital to us, he said he chose friendship over money at the time when he was in Europe to suffer. This is why a friend has come to help us here to build a hospital for us. And because he chose friendship over money at the time, the people of have sure this come around to choose him over the real guy. So thank
Okay.
you for the opportunity.
Thank you for your point as well. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Willie. I'm
Oh,
calling from District.
sorry for me to go ahead.
Yeah. President, we have said the other folks that will come through for it at a birthday again, so nobody will expect nothing to from here again. Thank you.
I did not understand you. Okay, but still, I can question you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, your point quickly. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, my dear sister. My name is Abdullah, and I'm from English morning from Southern District, Washington, D.C.
Angie, go ahead.
I want to begin with the other issue.
Okay.
I edited a color ahead of cancer request of PDP. That they went into a coordination with the CDP and to meet us the edited a color through the coordination of civil society labor, the CDP, the Western region, I include Bombay, Apple, the PDP in 2017. So edited a color in 2022, election, 23. Very difficult election. I believe anything that can happen to the labor, the Western Bloc, the Unity Party, and if all of them are approved, also want to discuss the issue regarding self-reactive endorsement. I believe that self-reactive endorsement is welcoming, and I believe that the Muslim community are not able to start to carry Jordan Yuma voice because of the statement also the president or the president of Alaska is trying to
It said Trump is not transferable. Trump is not transferable, so I will not take that.
transferable.
I will not take that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing? How the morning?
I'm okay. Go ahead and make your point, please.
Yeah, this is the Thunder Eric.
Dr. Now go ahead.
Yeah, I listen to all opposition this morning. But sometimes, I can feel very, very, very bad. The Liberian act happened by this time. I hope that you've been traveling out of the country, you went somewhere, and you saw what's simply looking at. But for here, when you're coming from outside and you the air, nothing else in the countries and these that's already you check. So the thing they are very disgraceful. We the Liberians should pay hands to go and be able to work. But everybody, attention of government, and you are the government.
That's the
So
same thing
we,
I was saying. Politicians want to come to power. They don't want to do anything around them. They
uh,
only want to be elected. And after
they
the
like
election, they
that.
go away. They don't come back
They
to the
like
country.
that. But this country, when you're coming from outside, very, very bad at this place. You getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The place of the Africa is sitting your heart. So we all should can be developed. I'm not driven to say, oh, I'm working. I'm stressing themselves because we are
I'm
if you
telling
dis-
you.
if they put a definition of the government, it's everybody.
Of course.
We should be able to say they are being the work. And mostly are paying the house there. If you check the house, you can't find nothing us because it's a Congo. You can't find Congo without settlers. So those are the place there, Congo, the settlers, no longer in the house. So make it better. But people should be able to work hard, create jobs, and
Who tell you they can send application all of the country, my brother?
you understand? But sometimes the problem I have is that the election commission should be able to a certain amount. Before you want to compare him or pay the 5,000 US.
They
Then
tried doing
somebody
it. It did not work. It was recommended that it did not work.
someone of you renting. You renting single room, then you say what you rent to go 25 hours and then you find that compared to what is the mistake. These are the problems. The Congo days, the procedure days, they check your work, they check your account, they even you can protect. They say, all of that. Other people go credit, I want to reason at the end. Some people go just for them.
Thank you. You exhausted your time, brother. Good morning. Your name and where you come from.
Good morning. Appointment pastor calling from Bala.
Go ahead, boy, man.
Yeah, my sister, thank you for the very honest discussion. You know, sometimes we are said on the opposition, we feel sick. Because if opposition, as you were talking, we have to unite before third round. If you're not going to go, they hold and pull. Then it's finished. We forget about election, we're thinking on different things. But for me, while everybody is telling the good thing about President Weah, yes, but we need changes. When early was in power, early the people are campaigning that we're living less than $1. And government can empower people, not the citizens themselves. Government will get the resources to empower the farmer, to empower whatever you do, so government can help you, not to put food on your table. And let people promise 1 million jobs. How many jobs they have prepared for the Liberian people? Window. And the window are costing now early brigade. So you will let like I'm not saying after our age, where we going? My sister are already disappointed. But however, God is in control. No people that say that the way is doing well. They will live the property until with their grandchildren. Thank you.
I will not take that, my brother. You don't say that, okay? They are only making their own recommendations now. I think everyone free, everyone have their own opinion. I think what you should be doing is to canvas for your stand-up bearer in order to get support. All these people you're referring to that are calling on the show, they have their voting card as well. You will not vote for them. So you have to talk for your political party, not to be aggressive. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Yes, as you can more calling from Bishop Island to represent forward.
Yamo, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to tell my fellow Liberians to vote for us. We shouldn't vote for food. We want to vote for money because you give us 10,000 today and we'll eat our 10,000 in 2 days. It will finish. Our children will suffer. So we shouldn't vote for money. We shouldn't vote for food. Vote right here. Vote number one.
Okay, thank
That
you
is my
very much.
conversation with this
That's how it's supposed to be. Thank you. That's your contribution. Okay. So we take a few more calls and go to our second segment for today. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you phoning
I'm so sorry from here, something to show up.
from? Go ahead.
Oh, my sister, nobody should tell us living as a Christian God. We need to give them a political discussion. Tell what I can now. We are saying to general don't development. Based on the development work. How we are saying, no proof of forward take tomorrow. What you have done. Show what you have done. What you will do for us.
idan student ya kilo abin no eke abin what is on vision so then go right on go because of development. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's your point. We're still taking a few more calls and jump to our second segment for today. So the discussion is hot this morning. Let me see if we have few comments on Facebook as well. Okay. TSS, I'm following from Kakata Magi Picante. Tia is always here every morning making sure that he's part of this program. Thank you. Tia, this one is from Grace to you. Thank you very much. Joe says, no sound, working on it. Marcus said, good morning. This is Marcus from Voice of Liberia 89.7 Kakata. Tianike said, good morning. My name is Matthew Jr. I'm watching from 16th Street, Morovia. Thank you for the show. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah. Last year I opened a month where they talk discussing about CDC people party CDC the property of only. Last year property will be more than with a situation. Anything you play even for somebody okay, what happened to you? Yeah, I will tell a Liberia, we carry about 12 years, no matter what the 20 we carry about 12 years. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I already told you it was wrong, so we should just leave it and move on with peace. Okay, these things happen in politics. If some people we act on situation differently. If you're not in our interest, you have for them, maybe you people have your own view. But that's why this program is balanced. It's incredible. We take all views. Okay, so let us just our differences. So 0777 907 That is the number to call to be a part of this program this morning. So we have Facebook message still coming in. This one is from Emmett Hammer. Say I'm following live on Cap City. Emmett, good morning. How are you? Thank you for always being here every morning to support us. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. And you?
I'm okay. I'm Ibrahim calling from Rocky.
Okay, go ahead.
The topic under discussion, I hear some people say that job we are empowering people. Yes, it's true, but how will you empower people while cutting people's salary down and you create a job that people still trying in terms of facility and even not good people. And the rural connectivity in the country is very. I want to ask them what are these things these people are really blind to. We need to vote wisely for the person that will know it can bring transformation, not for relationship sake or for money sake. We vote for our future for tomorrow, not for us today or our children.
Good morning, your name and where you come from?
Morning, says Grace. David E. Harris, my
David, good
call from
morning. Yeah, go ahead.
says Grace on the issue of Ellis Tyler. I think Ellis Tyler won the district, not the entire county. So if he's saying that he can turn the entire county, the western region, over to the new party, I think he's mistaken. Because we only a district, except whereby we have a more big constituent in the entire county. Uh, last on the issue of GFK, I think my sister, those nurses and PA at the GFK, very careless. You go at the GFK, you have a presence, you see people on phone, one patient suffering from pain and other things.
Amen.
So I think the GFK will need to pay more than $10 million to people that will benefit from the GFK that they don't really pay attention to. Then they will come to themselves. But
Four point
that
five million dollars is now small money. Oh.
yeah, it's great. I think that amount is welcome. So I think the court ruling should stay in let get pay that money. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was your own contribution on the show. So this morning we we interacted with children and people responded to other people comments about Ellis Tyler's statement. promising to deliver the part of Liberia to Wakai in the upcoming election. Our voter line is just not working. It's just not working. So kindly call us on our orange line if you want to be part of this program. So for our second talking point this morning, transition quickly to it. So mhm, the rescue mission still had me to teach youth in Painesville. So recently, yesterday, I was in the bus coming from somewhere going, and I saw people online selling their food, quote unquote. I don't know if anyone know about anyone called G or whoever in Painesville. The rescue team were there providing food for disadvantaged youth, almost like what Jet usually do. So for me, it's something that I think is okay. It is good, but the question is it timely? Is it timely? Now, is it right that we are doing it at this time? Why do I ask this question? Like I said this morning, politicians should start focusing on how well they can have establishments, they can have companies, they can have setups that people can benefit from. Let's take, for instance, this disadvantage you quote unquote refer to them as so go that have people call them in the street. These people need a lot of things, not only food. They need a lot of things, not only food. Okay? When I say a lot of things, what are some of the things that these people need? They need rehabilitation centers. They need psychosocial counseling. They need medication in order to be clean of their drugs. Let's take, for instance, I'm proud of one person from the opposition, and that of April and Darius alone. And another person I always talk about, even me myself started yesterday. I was in red light. Uh, I was there. The Liberia City Corporation was removing trash, but I was not there doing that. I was there. I spent 4 hours in real life from point to point, making sure that anybody put dirt in the street, I tell you, please remove that dirt, take it to where it's supposed to be. Even if you clean water, you drop it. If I tell you remove it and carry it where it belongs, you say no, I will take it and carry it from that. That is my own initiative I started. I know it may not be big, it may not people start asking, who are you? Are you a police officer? Where are you from? I said no. I am a Liberian. I care and I want my country to be clean. It breaks my heart every time I come to funeral campus to see that Liberia, especially Berla, is this dirty. Even though all the investment that the past government and this government has put in making sure that this part of Liberia is clean. So I had a lot of instances yesterday, people saying, huh, Madam Clean Clean, Madam this, Madam that, who are you if I will not doing it? When you say you're not doing it, I have my glove on. I will pick the dead, carry to the transfer point where people will pick it. So that is something that all Nigerians, if we can start being an agent of change from where you stay, trust me, it will go down to everywhere. Let's say, for instance, Josephine Koluba, she may not be into the diet issue. I'm into it. That's my own initiative. But soon, even there's this encounter youth at the intersection of AB Topper Road, not ABST Topper Road, where I get Keke usually. I'm working with him. I don't have much to give him, but I told him that please make sure that anybody drop this plastic on the street, tell them to remove it. If they can't remove it, you remove it and put it somewhere at the end of the month. Whatever I get, we tap it up, we do our way. If all Liberians can get involved into doing something for our country, this country will get better. Why do I say that? Let us look at Koffe Jojo. She started a self-initiative, making sure that she work with young people that are on the street, rehabilitate them, bring them on board, and work with them that will be able to be accepted into society. The same thing with Darius Delon. Darius Delon has been doing that. But my question to the rescue mission, quote unquote, Unity Party has been around for a very, very long time. Unity Party has been in leadership before they had the police. Don't you think it's prudent enough that you don't just feed these people, but come up with something creative, something that will be able to change their life? Okay, for instance, you get them hot meals, you feed them today. You feed them today, you get them food to eat today. What becomes of tomorrow? All right, what becomes of those other youth that are not there at that time and have the same problems at various different locations? What becomes of them? Will you be able to reach the finish process all over? But imagine if you provide psychosocial counseling for one or two of these young people. Now, like what Delon or Josephine Coffee Ojojo doing. After you work with them, you put them in the community to serve as agent of change to their fellow brothers are in the street. If that person changed, they eventually come over and be flush of drugs. Don't you think you're making progress? Or you won't tell me you won't get in power for you to do that one again. ALP, all the other political parties in Liberia. Don't you think that now is the time that you give back to your society and just don't wait for politics to make decisions? None do. Don't you think it's relevant enough that you start doing something right now? Even if it will not be big, providing scholarship is good. But what become of those people on the street? They are not only male, female, every one of them on the street, they're struggling with drug addiction, teen age pregnancy. People don't even have access to special education. We leave everything with the NGOs to do it for us. Politicians dash everything to wanting to come into power before they want to tackle everything. The disabled community, have you said in thought one day that the child pushing that woman in a wheelchair is not going to school, but she's passing around begging with her mother just to survive? What becomes of her future tomorrow? So providing hard meal rescue mission is a good thing. But what do you think you can do? What can you do more than a hard meal to be able to give back to Liberia? What are those things you can do more than a hard meal? I think can change the young people, even those in power right now, the government ministers, the politicians, people that are not even capacitated like Jojo, like me. We are doing something out there for the society. But you that have that funding, you have that capacity, if you came with a lot of sweet, sweet things when you are campaigning, you are canvassing, the manifestos are rich. But when you get into this power, you forget where you coming from. Amen. Amen. You want to wait. Alan Brown, all of you people, Mistress Nancy, all of you that contested Woki Dolo. Now is the time to get on your feet and serve this country. Even though you may think that the little you will do will not be counted, but trust me, the life you change today come back to serve the society tomorrow. So let's take the voice of the team of the rescue mission are providing that school there in Pinsville. Yesterday I was there. So let's take the voice quickly and see. Let's take the voice first. So if you think Liberia will get better, it has to start with you and myself. You and myself. Okay? You and myself. One person can do it for us. One person can do it. All of us have to put our name in there. I'm not saying what they're doing is bad, but trust me, if they do something more than this, young people will be happy as well. So let's take it.
Because the life the young people living, especially your that in the ghetto, I know it's not your life I don't want to live, but there's some good news for you that the next president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency President Waka, have a better plan for you to bring to the table. This government don't have time for you. So I they want to keep you in this bondage. But by the grace of God, through the Waka, you will not be kept in this bondage. You are people who learn trade. You are people from good family. So you are very much. But this black, that will make history. That when Ambassador Baga win, when Ambassador Baga win the election, you will rehabilitate your focus here is to rehabilitate. This thing we do is not just for the election. We will continue it. I'm going all around Colorado with the daughter and the niece of Waka or Mami Puto, going around trying to talk to them. Everybody get one vote. The rich man that is taking the money and paying property and get one vote and get one vote. Yeah. Want us to change the dynamic that we will vote in President Joseph Boakai, who is number one. And when you become president of this country, you will not be in this country. So I want you to listen because the guys here, the thing you always say, the thing you always tell the public, you come here and President Boakai, I've been giving you full money talking to you because you're our brothers and sisters. We are not happy to see you in this life. The government don't have time for you. Only thing I want to say, bring it up to us, keep you in this life, and you will not do something for your future. But Joseph Walker said, no, nobody is better than you. My gay, they are not better than you. They are just criminals to keep in the condition. So it brings yourself for you to be beg, you come with $20. I come in the ghetto to tell you that you have to live it down your life. Mr. Walker will rehabilitate you, and you will be fit into society. Go ahead. So I want to go people to run very strong hard working women who have been working. And yet I'll be going to night. So don't go all over. You are the future. You are the generation. You are the generation for this nation. I feel worried every day. When you sit and allow your position, and where our country is going. People they can use you and put you in jail. Nobody get your time. Die in the situation. The devil don't attack men who don't carry destiny. They will attack people with destiny. Wow. You are the carrier that God is always attacking destiny. But by the grace of God, you are a person who has a God. Will be rehabilitated. You have to be better. So thank you, Mommy.
Yeah, we came to talk to you guys today because it's not about somebody bringing for you only when they want your book or giving money to you guys only when they want your book. I think most of you guys don't even see people are helping and everything. So I think we need to do the right thing because if not, I don't. Someone will run away. I don't know how will be able to help you or not. If the government can win, then you know what will happen. Everybody will just go down. When you see the party, say all the parties say you bring it, the party doesn't more war. If we don't do the right thing, the party will just go down the drain. So I'm begging you guys for our own future, for your future. You're not supposed to be like this until you put it on the right path and give it back to us. You know how we can end up losing the but we have to rehabilitate you guys and just take your I think we'll do it by force now. Yeah, and the only way. Anyway, and tomorrow when you see yourself, say yourself, I'm missing me. Oh, and I always take over the country. Because I'm all,
Okay, you brought for yourself that was the rescue team providing food, hot meal for disadvantaged youth there in Peaceville. My question is, were you doing before you start doing what you're supposed to do? You have all this decent plan of taking these people from the street. Why not start doing it right now? Why not today? Why not now? Maybe some of them may not even be around the time what you're waiting for because every day they go out to steal, they do a lot of things, people jump on them, people beat them, people do a lot of things to them. Some of them even kill them in the street for the life they choose to live. Don't you think that if you had the opportunity to change their life today, to make sure that they rehabilitated today, that they are brought back to the society today, that drugs is flushed out of our system today, that you should do it? Should you wait for Ambassador Parker to leave first? I don't think that should be an issue. I know fully well the rescue mission can collect money when they want to pay food washers. They collect money when they want to pay rent for their office space. They collect money when they want to do anything. Why is it that if there's project that's something they want to take to get these people from the street, I don't think even the government will refuse to help. Okay, so I think this is the time all Liberians get on board, giving this country back back to Liberians. I don't think politicians should wait until they are elected before they start what they're supposed to do for this country. What is important is that we start back at this time. We shouldn't wait until we get into power first. I think that is not right. That's not welcoming at all. So this morning, let's play this down first quickly. Let's listen to this person.
We are happy to be here today for something we did not see coming. But all that of way of doing things. Sometimes you think you go your way, you go, and you turn around and help you on the right way. We thought we're going with the ungrateful people, not knowing we're going to go, you go back. We have come today to officially say President Williams should be in the second term. We're not saying because everything 100%.
Okay, yesterday we followed Henry Costa. He was live again, providing some clarity on issues and how he was treated by the Unity Party, but we will not do on that much. We will not do on that because the fact that Henry Costa have his own right to support who he want to support also uh, make it an issue for us to just do it on for long. But I have something that I want us to talk about, and trust me, I know it will not be of no people interest. Maybe what we will call to talk about would be the rescue mission team. But my own interest come first, okay? That is FIJA. Guess what? FIJA preparing for our election, Female Journalists Association. We're preparing for our election. Our election is scheduled for December 15, 2023. Hmm? And according to our Article 6, Section 2 of FIJA Constitution provide that officer of the organization shall be elected by member for a period of 3 consecutive years at the last regular meeting in each fiscal year. Okay, the Election Commission of India is calling on all individuals wishing to contest for the position of President, Vice President, Secretary, and Financial Secretary to currently take notice of the eligibility requirements and guidelines governing the election. So, as of yesterday, Cook Queen Denny Nipsey, she was once the president of the Journalists Association there in the Executive Mansion. She openly expressed of interest to contest in the upcoming election. And Lisa Tenebesa, who contested with Seattle, but lost as well with the lead. So future election is open, and I see female candidates making their bid, calling on all female journalists across the country to openly support them. But the question is, we hope this time around things will be different. We don't want the old feature. We don't want the old future anymore. We want a better future for Liberia. If the female association of Liberia can open itself well, okay, Liberia will get to the part it belongs to. Liberia will get to the part it belongs to. Okay, if the female journalists association of Liberia can organize itself well, Liberia will get to the part it belongs to. And one thing I can tell people for sure is that if we all have to work together, we need to put our deck. And this morning we have something from Arizona coming, and this one says, "I own no apology for meeting both political parties that are expected to participate in the runoff election." And that is former Vice President Joseph Mabaka, that of President incumbent George Emmanuel. They are both vying for the same position, which is the president of Liberia. And Alexander Cummings, who contested the just ended October election, wanting to support someone in the runoff election this time around, but it is a very difficult decision for him, as he been back and forth with this for almost I don't know how long, but he's still on the fence. As yesterday he was interviewed, sorry, but James spotted from the POA, and they asked him, say, why were you meeting with both candidates? What is your decision? Cummings said he's preparing. He want to know who have the same team plates when it comes to the vote hard for the Liberian people in a just in an election. If you can work with him in establishing the war and economic ground courts, which he openly stated the creation of more public schools and for Liberians to have access to quality health facility, then he can support you. What he mean priority is the war and economic crown put. Whoever whoever meets up his requirement, he will support them. And according to him, he won't nobody apologizes. He don't owe anybody apologies for wanting to meet with the both parties. He wanted to meet with them to have on the deck for him. So I don't think that was wrong from his part. I think that was something that we all should welcome and want to work with. So if we think we can make life work better, everyone is needed, everyone is important right now. We don't have to just say, okay, because this person did not win, so I cannot I cannot work with them. But in fact, if this person lost, it means it's just a paved way. Every time you feel put you on one path to success. So that one is from is from it is an alchemist. So I have this one. It's a bad deal. Then it describe Fuani investment agreement. So we all know Fuani, they are the one that deal with the code of the rest we money buy. They sell it at the price of $17. But this one is not talking about their rice production. It's talking about the construction of an oil factory in this country. And they said they've been looking at it in, I think from what we see here in Samara Wolokoli and all of those making the bid to the Senate is not welcoming because they will dig deep in Wani Brothers. Have you been keeping to your prior concession agreement? That is the question. So we will shortly open the phone line for all of the point we discussed and be able to bring you up to speed as you make your own contribution. But this morning, as we all listening for ourselves and we ask the question, is it prudent enough at this time for the rescue mission to be providing help for disadvantaged youth? That is the question. Don't you think the disadvantaged youth need more than food? For me, they need more than food. More than food. They need more, just more than food. You give them all the food they eat today. Tomorrow they go back right in the street. Just right in the street. Without any remorse. They go back to the same life they were living. The same old life they were living. Without any changes. So why can't you at this time start engaging them, rehabilitating them, providing psychosocial counseling, flushing out drugs in our system? What are you waiting for? Are you waiting to be in government before you do the simple things? You gave me food today. I like the Bible that says, please teach me how to fish. Hmm? Teach me how to fish. Because if you don't teach me how to fish, you will not be there always to far for me. So I think the best thing to do to empower these people is to get them from the street and provide another option. You have been doing your best. I know what you're doing is right. But I think the people need more than food right now. The people need more, just more than food right now. Okay, rescue mission, you have the capacity if you just call today on all Liberians to rally up, bring up funds to support these people to take them from the street. It can happen. It can happen. They just want you to tell them what to do. Liberians believe in people that are ahead of them. They are president. We have people believing in him. I'm sure people believing in Ambassador Baka and the disadvantage you've remain a major challenge to all Liberians. Just sitting there saying push, 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 and now finding solution to it, wanting to be in the presidency first before finding solution to these things. I think for me, it's just not welcoming. It's not only to Ambassador Baka alone, to all of us that contested in the just in the election, whoever you may be, you are needed on board to help the youthful population. It's not only about who president presidency at this, but who willing to work with these people to change Liberia, to put Liberia on the right path, that to where all of us can be proud of our country. I tell you for free, if we sell Liberia positively out there and do the right thing, we will not be crying for people to come in. We will have people wanting to come to Liberia to do business with us. If we just stay on the fence and allow ourselves to be used by politicians whenever they want us to us, they give us few cup of rice for us to support them. We'll just be as we are. Things will not change. But if we all can put our hands together, there are a lot of people that are independent and have the financial capacity to help these people that contested in the just in the election. In the just in the election, a lot of people, a lot of prominent people that are waiting to come to power, maybe to serve in the Senate, the House of Rep, the presidency before they can be able to give back to society. As for me, I don't see that as the right way. You can be in the opposition, you can be on the fence. Why do you elected Ellis again? Or Western Ghana it's because they did not believe that people, even though the people took power for them, but they were still around working with these people to make sure that power, that even if they will go back for the election tomorrow and people will still choose them. So if you feel you lost the election, you just leave everything, but you have now won the election, so you will not support these people, then you lie. You make it more difficult for yourself. And tomorrow when you come back to talk to them for support, they now start questioning where you coming from. Why are they? Why you did not come when they needed you? Where were you? But just start doing something. Say, okay, I'm happy with this set of people. This is the people I'm working with. Why do you think the people overwhelmingly voted for or Sir Joseph? Sir Joseph has always been there since the Ebola days. Recently at the UL campus, he provided the campuses he provided buses for all UL students. Even though we pay $50 for at least buses are available. Unlike before, when we used to go beg these guys, the people that have their company, they'll be bluffing all these things. But now we have buses available that drivers are available that whenever we call, they come to our aid, they carry out to schools. These are initiatives that people can do that people can get better. So now we talk about opening the phone line. We open the phone line shortly. At 9:40, we call it a day for today. So call us on 0770-907-907-907. Call us and give your own contribution to this talking point. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning. Your name and where you calling
My name is Adrian calling from Provi.
from? Kwan.
Yeah, just have
Okay, we lost that person. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, we lost. Well, good morning. Good morning.
yes, good morning.
Yes, your name and where you calling?
This is Pastor James. We are calling from Cloud.
Go ahead, Pastor.
Thank you. I understand what you are saying. You're doing well. But what I want to say about the development first, I wanted to call this number. We the refugees from the Southeast, and where the late Ate look out to Joseph, you know, we are the people down for having the president for nothing. It has seen that no one found it for the survey. No motorbike, no car has ever entered into our place. And the development fund, G County is saying to the representative, we are not doing what are doing with the development fund. But when they want it, session of president or representative, when they load the traffic up, what in the water.
We lost that person. Good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Emmett Homo and we were actually this morning.
Oh, Emmett, my regular Facebook. Good morning. How are you?
With the appreciate this morning, monitoring will come to the rescue team who are trying to prepare a new for our district money brother and sisters. For me, those who are not helping for us, let me be blunt to say, you cannot say you prepare a new. My prayer is will opportunity or out of future election when you start to think of it. It's wrong. It's not to you think how to do this different. For the general get for the general purpose, we will have a dollar we don't get. It's better for us. If you go for a car on the street, or for a person, you got equality there to leave the street. You got equality to leave the street. Don't say that family is not under the business. And let us sit there. My best honorable, other side went back. After losing the election, they left the mistake they made. They want to rectify those mistakes. You know, he told the poor son of the big about the leadership. You know, after the election, the same go back here and continue to what do. So you feel a little bit the people. For example, someone need to bring the state. After some one and say 2 or 1 year after the election, they come and argue that humanity and those things are not this for. We want to prepare this country. We are still on a challenge. We are facing. We are feeling. We will still work together. Every person will maintain the peace of our country. Thank you so much for giving me a platform this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. That's your point. Yeah, I think you are on path. I think that's the right thing to do. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where you call from?
My name is Adrian. They are from Watertap.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I first of all, I want to see the Honorable Darren Dillon on the breakfast on the street
Go ahead.
because right now you can get rid of everything, have to stop and smell the meeting the government is that getting worse if it's
That's not what we're
so
talking about. Rescue mission has started. We recommend Abraham direct.
yeah, that's what I'm saying because you have to start somewhere. And leader will start to follow your footsteps and now the new system is just from coming in the country. That's my point. Because
Okay. Thank
all
you.
uncle just is coming.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Still taking calls. Call us on 770-907-907 to be a part of this program. Please don't call the Lone Star line. It's not working. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes. Your name we call from.
I say,
Okay, go ahead.
get what you were saying. Thank you for the discussion. There's a parable saying you can't fatten your pigeon on the market. You understand? You
Yeah.
can't be, you can't count now where you want power, then you start doing good. You can't wait. You have to prepare your time before everyone. You see, the day will be very simple to say about you. So when you prepare before time, you enjoy whatsoever you want to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
But we blame the politician who is thinking they have problems. Because we can't think who we're voting for because only some people voting for party, some people voting for friendship, some people voting because I know you know. That's not what. We're voting for our future for tomorrow. We're not voting because I know you give me money, you know, or because activation or activity party or for party A, party B, no. We're voting for the internet for the country, not for the.
Thank you.
You understand?
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Sis Grace.
David
David E.
E.
Harris.
Harris.
Thank you for your recognition. Sis Grace, I hope and pray that God will increase you in wisdom because you cite a number of things this morning, and that is some of the things that are confronting us. On the issue of doing this, I think one of the brilliant journalists abroad, I hope and pray that God will resource him. That was on the issue of the sanitary problem that you speak about. I think we all are born into the rally. We leave everything on national government. And one of the things is such I think those that vying to be president at this stage will have to come down to the ordinary way of working. You can't wait for you to become president before you do those things. To our disadvantage youth, I think it's very right. I hope and pray that the relevant authority are listening to come in their best we can achieve in any way possible. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. But that's the thing. You collect money for your pool watchers. If you just need to just swing your hand like this, they will get money for pool watchers. There are people in the ghettos, they don't need food. It will not help them. Trust me. You give them that food, tomorrow you leave, they go back to their habit. They confine it in their habit. Your desire should be, they say you waiting to win election and you're not talking, say, you want to win, then we win. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't just add up. You can start doing something now. You can start doing something now before that reaches. You can start in right now before you get to the presidency. Then when you get to the presidency, you already have strategy to be able to work with to make these things simple in your sight. But if you don't have any strategy, you don't have any plan, you don't have any thematic teamwork to work with these people, you don't have idea working with them, how do you expect yourself to be successful, even if you become president, to be able to counter react their action and how to be able to lead the street? Call us on 0777 Do you think now is the time that rescue mission should provide food for disadvantaged youth? If yes, why? That us as well. But for me, I just leave my business. So we still here. Now let's try to take that audio again. See.
and just take your. I think we'll put our phone out. Yeah, I don't want to fire my phone. Anyway, and tomorrow when you see yourself, say, you say, what? Well, and I always take what from us because we already going. And you see, I see my feeling, how they call themselves, I feeling bad. You so big, yeah. And you also have that's what they allow me. This one. But anyway, we have fight, do the right thing to be able to rehabilitate, take your off. How we get good when companies are doing when you company, good companies are taking you work.
All the companies
Ah, but yeah, they will go fast because nothing. Government. Yes. Voting to protect your votes. So think about your future. We're appealing to you all to just think about your future once and see what will happen next. In long run. You expect to be having your children and your children will follow you and try you say, hey, no, to be doing this. Everybody's doing it because there's nothing maybe to do. So I just appealing to you all for us to do the right thing to vote number one on the first ballot. Then we know what for this country. You yourself,
What you want
you
to
yourself.
add? Number one, Nima Bwana.
So just appeal to you all. And this will not be the first time we'll be coming around to help out people that you all need. So we just appealing to you to make the right decision. Nobody might fool you. They say, oh, that's one time. Give me your voting card or food for me. No. It will not benefit you. It will finish one day. Yeah.
no, God.
When you finish, yeah, 300 hours, finish one day time. So let's do the right vote for number one for our future.
Just as I said, mostly about the politicians only reach out to the people who need them at a certain time. And I think that's what is in this audio I'm playing. What it should be about is love. What it should be about is telling people the plans you have, the changes you will make, and some of the achievements you have made over the years. And when you get there, things will just go smoothly for you. So these are the recommendations. These are things that we want our politicians to be paying attention to. Whether ruling party, opposition, wherever you are, I think the best thing to do is to work with the people, tell them what you can do, tell them what you have been doing and what you do, and find solution. Don't be into power before you start finding solution. So we started taking calls already. Call us on 0777 Call us this morning and be a part of this discussion. So we try to we try to label few points that you should know about. I think this is the time that everyone, I mean everyone, whether you win, you lost, or you did not even make it in this election, put their hands on deck to work with this whoever government that will be elected, to work with them and solve like real problem. Like real problem cannot be solved by ourselves. I was in Raleigh yesterday. I feel so sad. So sad. Why? Because you will see the motor grader removing a dike. Just here removing a dike. Here removing a dike. But I'm also here putting the plastic back on the streets. So when you don't tell these people that this is wrong, that we have to stop doing what we're doing, we will keep having the same problem over and over again. So the problem about giving back to the country doesn't just come with one person. It doesn't just come with one person. So, sorry, the Lone Star line is not working. You can call the orange line. I keep telling you, you can take calls on the Lone Star line. You will have to solve that. That's a little technical issue there. So, like I'm saying, I'll have to stay in real life for that time, providing education. I started this 4 weeks ago. This time I come from Fena, I stopped there to tell you, please don't put it there, here, put it this way. So, if every one of us can start doing something right now, giving back to our society. The day we want to come to public space, it will be easy for us. That is the same recommendations we are making to the quote unquote rescue mission. You can do something now, even though you're not into leadership, you can do something at this time. And what is that thing? What you started doing is welcoming, feeding the poor and needy, meeting the disadvantaged youth, going to them, talking with them. But this should not be okay because you want this power at this time. But tomorrow, when you are not fighting for anything, when you're sitting waiting, patiently. Also reach out to them. They are important. They are decisions makers. Their life is on right now because most of us, the safer will affect us negatively. Some people were able to cope, some people were able to heal, but some people just couldn't heal, and they are where they are today. Uh, so this is just what I can say to you right now. If you can do the right thing for yourself, it will just not happen. Let's take a short break to be right back.
Nobody can do 100%. Only God can do 100%. But God Himself gives people a second chance. So He gave people a second chance. So He can feel the woman He started you on it what He wants to do.